Greetings, gamers, and welcome to the '07 Iron Podcast, episode 5. Is it 5? I think it is 5. Hopefully, I'm not wrong. So, in this podcast, we're here with one guest, so only going to be a duo ramble in this case. And our subjects are going to be about goals, both in real life and in OSRS. Also, about what we've achieved in 2022. The new skill that recently passed the poll by Jagex, the new GIMP shop, which is really cringe, and I think we have to talk about it because it's kind of funny, and a couple questions. So I don't think it'll be a too long ramble, honestly. So I guess let's get started and introduce you, Crayons. I think you've been here before, so not much of an introduction to do, but you can still go for it.
Uh, should I start off by saying rank one unban on Twitter?
I mean, if you think that's a flex, you can go for it, I guess.
It's not. It's not. Um, I have a blue check mark on Twitter. Not much of a
Hey,
flex either.
well, that's like a $8 a month flex.
Yeah, yeah. Um, it's the fucking burnt skiller for the most part. Been doing a little bit of clog, which we'll get into.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's not much of an introduction apart from just a burnt retired gamer.
Just like a skiller slash clogger, depending on how you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, clogging is fun, and we'll get into that, but I feel like some things could be better about it.
I mean, I obviously love it, as you know. I'm not gonna show my log slots because I don't want to spoil too much now. I already
Just
spoiled a
scroll up
lot.
in chat a little bit, and you got one earlier.
Yeah, I got a clock slot early. I'm at 1175 right now. Oh, that means I get a new rank in the collection log Discord.
Oh, that is true.
Big dude. I'm gonna have to get that rank later. But all right, I guess we can just get started right into it. So in game, we're both doing Duo GOTR, which is probably the best way to get runecrafting experience besides like ZMI and Dale. Lol. And like Dragons is doing it for the XP, and I'm doing it for the points for the Guardians of the Rift collection log slots. So it's a good mix. But apparently, masses are better points per hour, by the way, as opposed to duos. That's
Maybe.
what I was told. But
It could be.
if you factor in wiping, I guess probably not.
I don't know, I always just thought the duos were faster because of the you save the minute and a half time sync or whatever between each game.
Yeah, well, assuming we do the quick start, which we should make a video on that, by the way, like how good that method is.
It's
We
actually
can,
really, really fucking good, and that's if you do that, I feel like it's more points because you're also getting more XP per hour.
yeah, and
Um,
at the same time, it would be cool to see like what the actual like rates are, because you also get crafting and mining XP. So I'm curious how good it is compared to like, the efficient way, which is 1.5 tick day out into ZMI. I'm curious how close it gets to that.
well, if you take into consideration 1.5 tick day alt and compare it to if you had like unlimited pure essence banked,
It's the same thing.
it's still the same rate, which is around 80k an hour for rune crafting. But you could also do zero time fletching, which is big,
Yeah, or the blowing glass. I saw people blow glass. I found it really funny.
or blowing glass. Yeah. So it all just depends on ideally what you want to prioritize. But the overall, it's not. I don't think it's too bad for the duo wise because I think duos I can pull like 75k an hour. So if you're pulling 75k an hour, that's not bad for rune crafting because you're pretty much at that 80k an hour rate. Oh shit!
I think you have to stall there. That would
Yeah,
get like
I
a
just destroyed the portal.
whatever. All right. So let's go in the first topic here, which is what we've done in 2022. I think you should go first though, because I did make a bank video on it. So I don't want to repeat myself too much, but you can break the ice.
True. Let me pull up Temple. Let's see what I did this year because I have no fucking idea. Honestly, I have no idea what I've done this year. I've done 1,000 EHP, which is nothing.
I
Um,
think I did that too.
so one notable thing that I know I've done is right off the bat is I finished 200 mil strength this year. That was all zero time through Nightmare Zone whenever I'm at like work or uh, you know, driving at work, uh, vacation, family oriented stuff. Like whenever I was like not home and I wasn't like super busy or prioritizing something, I was able to do um, zero time Nightmare Zone. Apart from that, I did a little bit of crafting. Oh, I hit 20 mil base this year, like 2 months ago or something. I hit 20 mil base,
Yeah, now you're going
and
for
now I'm
30
pushing
mil.
on 30. Yeah, I'm pushing on 30 mil right now, and I'm almost done. I'm like 120 hours from it, so probably the end of this month I'll get it.
You also bought the name
Um,
Dragons, dude.
yeah, we'll sell it down the road, but I bought it for like a I'm trying to think and compare what I can compare it to. It's kind of like buying like crypto, I guess, in a way, but like more stable and not as volatile, if that makes sense. Because the RSNs are just gonna go up regardless. They're not gonna go down. They're not gonna, you know, ever crash to a point because
Dude, I find the RSN market so interesting, but like the only way it crashes is if either one, the game dies, which if that game dies, and who really gives a shit about the RSN? Like, you lost everything anyways.
yeah,
Or if, like, for whatever reason, you can, like, Jagex implements a way to have multiple names, people can have the same name, which would be silly. They would never do that. Or if they make it so that you can, like, RSNs that were lost can be, like, um, gotten back. That way
that
into,
would be
like,
nice.
but that would
I would,
inflate the market and lower prices.
yeah, it would.
But it would be
Or if
nice
they
because you can
do,
get like sick names, So
I mean, they would do the same thing with the like the name releases that they've done in the past. The only issue with that is you have scummy kids, or I was gonna say scummy people that set up bots and Python scripts to snipe names constantly. So it's kind of unfair to everyone else, and the chances of you ever getting a name is going to be very slim because there's going to be a bot that snipes every single available name, and it's not more than it's it's not like one every minute or one every hour or whatever. Like it would be like all of those rare names would be gone within probably 5 minutes or less. And 5 minutes of is like is being very like graceful.
that's wild, dude. People
It's
are
it's
so
it, it's
smart.
shitty. It's shitty because I remember when the names were released back in 2014. I think was the first time they did it. It was fun. It was interesting.
Yeah, they're releasing
And
like one letter at a time, right? Like starting with
yeah, it
A.
was like every day was a new batch. I think that's how it was. So it was very interesting because it was like, all right, day one you have A through H or whatever, and so everyone's just trying to think of like super rare names like air, um, bus, and just all these rare names, and some people would actually get them. I mean, I remember me personally making a spreadsheet of like and going on Google and looking up like common three-letter words or whatever, A through H.
And how much are those names worth now? Like those like two, 3 letter names.
So I'll give you an example. I had a few two-letter names back when they did the first release. I had PA, PX, L9, and
Dude, L9 would be worth so much money. Holy shit.
another one. Well, yeah, I had L9 for a long time. Oh, and I had Bloodburst as well. But I had L9 for a long time, and that was really good. But man, it's like I didn't realize it was going to be worth anything because back then the prices were I don't know. I think it was 100 mil for a 2-letter name.
And how much is it now?
Like you're starting at like minimum 1 bill.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like I know you invited me to the Discord to sell and buy names, and I was just curious because I was actually asking one of my friends, Sally, like what to do with like GP and shit. Because like we're both sending money to us, and we're both completed, so there's like no reason for us to get GP. And he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna buy names," and I was like, "Ah." And then you send me the Discord for like buying names, and I looked into it, and I was like, "Damn, what the fuck?" There's like names that are selling for like
There's some good
20 bill,
names.
dude.
Yeah, I mean,
20 bill. What the hell?
so there's a section where the name sellers will post their list,
Dude, we're gonna
and
wipe
then
this game,
there's
by the way, bro. We're just
I don't know. We're sitting here trying to live ramble and save this game, and it's just not
we're
working.
like telling people that duo GOTR is efficient, and then we're just gonna wipe the first game.
We need to make. Oh my lord, we need to make a bit. All right, well, yeah, we're fucked.
I'm gonna
It
go
was
like
so
run weak
close.
cells, dude. We commit, we commit. I don't want to. I don't. I refuse to lose.
There. All right.
I can't even
Uh,
fix this, dude. I don't have. I think we did wipe. Shit.
yeah, it's dying quick. All right, you know what? We'll just wait inside of this portal for the first
For the next
game.
game,
Yep, just wait inside.
you know what? Fuck it, dude. We restart the Rambo. This is embarrassing.
But yeah, the whole names thing is like they're never gonna really crash. So I bought dragons as like a merch in a way. I have a buddy who bought a I won't say the name, but he bought a 5-letter name, and it's 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 a pretty clean word, and he bought it for like 700 mil, and I think he got an offer, and so he bought it for about 700 mil 2 or 3 years ago, and current offer or current price right now technically is like around 5 bill.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So it's pretty neat. Kind of why I bought it, and I just had excess GP and everything on my alt, so I didn't know what I was gonna do with it. Like you're saying, you and Sally are gonna try and do like think of things to use your GP on.
Well,
Um,
Sally already invested. You know what he bought? He
what?
bought full Druidic Third Age.
Oh,
It's kind of sick.
yeah,
Maybe like one day I'll do the same thing.
maybe, or maybe one day someone will have the name Lone.
Someone does have the lame known, but it's like a RS3 player.
Ah, of course,
I
all
have
the
them added on my
RS3
friends
players
list.
have the name.
If they ever go online, I'm gonna like message them like, "Yo, how much?" But I don't know. I like LGR. It's kind of cool now. I got used to it.
Yeah, Lone would just be clean. It would just look clean.
Oh yeah, I wonder how much that would be worth. Probably like over a bill.
Yeah. Um, 4, maybe 4
Oh
or
my
less.
gosh.
It just depends. The whole thing with names is very weird because there's no like set price or like market like
Yeah,
price.
it's like
It's
crypto.
all
It's just
it's
whatever.
yeah, it's all whatever you're willing to pay essentially. So and I pretty much stole dragons for like pretty cheap. So
But yeah, interesting market. I'm not gonna put the discords in the description. I feel like
no,
that's kind of monka.
nope,
But
we're not getting sponsored by them either. Fuck them.
yeah,
Well, not fuck them, but
yeah, dude, you've done business with them. They're
yeah,
good. They're good people, I guess. They can,
yeah.
but take your own risk, I guess.
Yeah, the shitty part is with the whole if they were to do a name release and basically just the bots getting
Getting a
sniping all
shit
the
ton of
names and
money,
stuff.
like
The bots would just snipe all the names and stuff, and so I mean, it would bring the market down, sure, but there's some people out there that are just scummy with name snipes, and I'll say I'm like Colt, for example. He's a mean person. And then you got Nebula, who's also a trash person. So
they
it
snipe
just
names or
yeah, they snipe names. Um they keep a file of everyone's login info so that way they can like use it against them and dox them or whatever. back in the day, they used to lock people out of their accounts, all
Eesh.
that stuff. Like it's scummy. I had a buddy who has a two-letter name, who has a pretty solid two-letter name, and he used that guy in the past to transfer the name to a different account, and he's been constantly getting spammed login account recoveries. So he had to move that name off of that account, and he paid like 2 bill to move the name
Why 2 bill?
because the name's worth like 20.
Oh shit. All right, that was an interesting tangent, I guess. So back to your goals.
Oh,
Oh, I mean, no,
we're
you said
still on that.
no. We're on the what you've done in 2022. That's true.
Yeah, 2022. I didn't do a whole lot. Um, apart for gaming wise, I didn't do a whole lot. Now, IRL wise, I traveled, went to Norway for like a month
Oh yeah, you
over
told me that's
after I
sick.
graduated college, which was quite nice. That was a lot of fun. I really want to go back, but I would never recommend going on a solo trip anywhere unless you're just never go on a solo trip like for a long period of time.
Yeah, it looks
Go
kind of
with
rough.
somebody.
You know,
It
I'm
don't get me
actually
wrong.
planning to do a trip, by the way. Like,
I know we talked about it.
me and Sweep, we want to go visit Huncake in Amsterdam, in Netherlands,
Hmm.
and then like go around. It's
Yeah, that
still in
would
the
be
talks,
a lot
but
of fun,
oh
and
yeah,
you guys going together would make it even more fun.
and all it's like I've known Sweep for like 3 years, dude, and I've known Huncake for 3 years, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, going on that Norway trip was a lot of fun because I saw like pretty much the whole country. But man, it's a lot of self-reflection time. Let's just say
Yeah,
that.
I feel like I don't. I feel
And,
like I would be okay to do that. I
I
used to be
mean,
like super extroverted back in the days, and then when COVID happened, I just became introverted.
it's just weird. I mean, like my mental health is fine, I think. People say it's not, whatever. But when you're when you're sitting there on like a nice oceanfront type esque environment with mountains around you and stuff like that, and it's 11:30 at night, almost midnight, and the sun's still up, and like
What the
there's
hell?
yeah, uh, well, yeah. So the sun's still up in certain times of the year. So I think it's summer times time frame is like 23 hours of daylight, and then the winter there's a 23 hours of dark or of night, you know, during the like for it's like for a month or so. Um, it's just because just depending on where you are in Norway, like so far up the horizon, blah blah blah, etc. The sun either never shows or never sets. So it's a little bit bizarre, but the I lost my train of thought. Oh, when you're sitting there though, and it's like 12 o'clock, it's like midnight, and it's sun out. It's weird because it's like the sun's out, so you expect to hear like wildlife or something like that. You hear nothing.
Really?
It's
Oh,
like
because everything's sleeping.
it's so bizarre, and it's like you don't even hear cars on the road. You hear literally nothing, and so it's weird, and you just kind of sit there, and then you're like, you also don't have service, by the way, because like you're in the middle of fucking not just nowhere, but like in the middle of the woods. And the nearest tower is so far away, so you literally just don't hear anything, and so it just it's so bizarre, and it's just a lot of self reflection because when you're sitting there for a long period of time, you're gonna get in your head.
I still feel like you need to have that sometimes. You know,
Oh,
it
100%.
changes your mindset and it's
Oh,
healthy.
100%. It
Like,
was a lot of fun though. It's and just visiting like a third world country. Would Norway be third world country? No,
Uh,
probably not third world, but like a foreign country to me.
but
We'll say
UG
that.
said he visited like all around Europe because he lives in Europe, and he said Norway was like his favorite country to visit.
It's dude, it's so beautiful, man. The women are absurd, but it's it's man, it's a beautiful. I think it's honestly one of the top five most beautiful countries that we have.
Dude, one day I'll go.
It's so nice. I definitely recommend it.
But all right, I guess I'll go. So for 2022, as you know, we did the collection log degen series, which by the way, like the first clip in that series, episode 1, was recorded in January of 2022. So it has been actually a year that I've been making those clips. I just took like a 4-month break when I was taking clips before I started like actually publishing them, so that's why. But yeah, I was 912 slots when I made that when I started that series. So we've gained like what, almost 300 slots since then, which is kind of cool.
I feel like that's a lot too for like a year. Like when you're at like 900 to gain 300 in a year for an
Yeah, but
iron,
I
like I
had
feel
like
like
a
that's
lot of
quite a
easy
lot.
shit left, like which helped. Like
Blues.
a lot of clues, a lot of mini games, because I was only doing PVM. So,
Oh, fair.
but yeah, she was fun.
Do you know how many clog hours you did? Is there like a clogs hour spreadsheet?
There actually is one guy. He's working on one. He doesn't play the game anymore, which is kind of sad. His name is the real one. He doesn't play the game anymore, and he just likes like coding and shit. So he started coding an EHC calculator. And
Jeez.
I mean, he sent it to me. I don't think I'm allowed to make it though, but I can open it. So who, like, you know how like we all think that like you know Basilogist or Casey are rank 1 because they have the highest like hour or like slot number,
Well, yeah, they're not essentially
but they're
because you
not.
have
There's
people.
one guy that has 1159 slots. His name is Marnie, and but he has a lot of clues done, like a shit ton of masters, and so he has more hours in clogging. It says here he has 12,000 hours,
Jeez.
but
That's
like,
because he has what, like eight, or he has 11 third age pieces
yeah,
or something.
and he has a lot of the giga rare ones. Like he has the wand, the cloak, the druid piece. So like those master uniques are really rare. So you see, like I'm rank 39 overall for collection log quantity, but I'm rank 44 for efficient hours collection log for all accounts. And like
Not
Sebe
bad.
is ahead of me by a lot because he has
Oh
done
yeah,
a lot of
the
clues.
clues.
Like Sebe is at 7,100 hours, and I'm at
It's kind of
6,000.
shitty. It's kind of shitty that they have. I mean, I get it, having all of the third age on there. Like the collection log will really. I mean, I'm gonna say this, and it's probably gonna be wrong, but I don't think it'll ever be fully completed.
I think it will be. It'll just take like 10 years,
Well, yeah, that's the
and
thing.
it'll be a main. It won't be an
We
iron.
used to say that about 200 mil all. Like,
Yeah,
oh, 200 mil all, no one will ever get that. And now we have like 2 pages of it, and RS3's fucked with it. But yeah,
RS3 is another story. But yeah,
it's
it's.
just
I think it will be finished. It'll be like Casey or Marnie that'll like main
Jace.
log it, or Jace. Yeah, probably Jace actually. He's rank 4 by the way for on the rank. Yeah, he's rank 4. It'll probably be one of them, and like it's not like that collection log is hard to finish. It just takes a long time, and also like clues can brick wall you. Like if you go unlucky on masters, you're fucked. Like it's over. You're not finishing
Yeah,
the log.
imagine going like 3 times raid on Masters.
Like you'll 3 times rate on like third age wand. You have to do like
Just
50,000 masters. But yeah, I think we'll see it. We'll see it be finished one day, and it'll be interesting to see who and what they're like, how they did it. Like remember, like you could also feed one person. Like imagine if like someone is really rich and they have like a bunch of friends helping them out, and they just feed them DMs for elite clues for masters.
I just can't imagine the pain of just imagine having like, all right, I'm looking at the masters right now. Imagine having every piece of third age. You have every piece of
Yeah.
third age
Well,
except
you're doing
like,
like 20 hours of masters every day for like 5 years, dude.
but yeah, you have every single piece of third age and gilded, but you're missing that one piece, and it's like, fuck, that just sucks. Because if you don't get that piece, you're constantly getting dupes, and
And it's
it's
doing
just
nothing to you, the dupes.
it's
No
there'd be
progress.
so demotivating.
Because with XP, it's like a linear progress. You see the number go up. But with clues, if you go like look at Brown Tree with his Tebow, he's like 1500 solo CMs dry for a Tebow. He's not any
Gross.
closer to when he started the grind. He's still missing the Tebow.
Yeah, that's gross.
So like, what the fuck? But yeah, it'll be. I don't know. I find it interesting for the clog.
I do too. I almost kind of wish we were able to use just for irons specifically, and oh no, iron favoritism or iron made easy, whatever people want to complain about. But it does suck having to do certain grinds and then having to redo them again for the clog for iron, like
Yeah,
MTA
you
or
mentioned that, and I remember too back in the days when clog came out, a lot of people were complaining like, can we use items on the clog so that way we don't have to do it again.
yeah.
And then Jagex gave like a statement, and I'm not sure where they gave the statement. I'm not sure who did it, so I'm not gonna try to pretend like I know who. But in like I'm gonna paraphrase it. They said essentially we don't want to have irons be able to claim items on the clog that oh shit I'm gonna miss this dude. Claim items on the clog when they haven't actually gotten it legitimately, because back in the days there was ways you could like not mule but like transfer items from a main to an iron in like an illegitimate way by like bug abusing with like the
Yeah, but
dual arena.
that's it's so. But
I know
a lot
I
of
honestly
people
like
got
I don't give a shit if a level 3 iron has an AGS on their collection log. I don't care because that doesn't affect me.
well. No, anyone that abused that bug or glitch, I'm pretty sure got the items removed or their account banned.
Yeah, but
Because
that was
that's how
Jagex's
Bone Saw got
statement
banned,
to not adding it on the clog. And I feel
which is
like
a
now
dumb,
it's been so long, dude. Because
pretty
there's a lot
dumb
of
statement.
items that I had to grind a second time, by the way. Because oh, we're gonna lose this dude. Because I had to grind a second time because I got them pre-log. And I grinded them again, and I didn't mind it, but I lost a lot of time doing that, you know?
It just sucks for certain things, like I said, like MTA
Clues.
or something,
Oh,
clues, yeah,
MTA,
clues
yeah.
for example. And it's like, okay, well, people can make the argument, well, I did the full MTA log on my main account. No, you didn't. You bought it. Shut up. Like, who in their right mind would do that type of content
And
for
even
fun?
then, for mains, like, it's not even comparable. Like, the collection log is twice as fast for them.
Yeah.
And, like, so much shit is buyable. Like, look at Dragonstone armor pieces. For an iron, it takes 1200 hours to greenlock it. For a main, you need 1 bill cash. And maybe, like, 50 hours. Or even less, 20 hours. Which is a joke. It's like a complete joke compared to irons.
That's pretty gross. I didn't know it was 1 bill seems pretty
I
cheap
think
for main.
it might be, wait, how much is it? It's 5,700 keys? How much money do they lose per key?
I have no
Maybe it's
idea.
more.
That's a you answer and you question.
Yeah, but I don't know shit for mains, so let me check. I'll get the right answer. One sec. Maybe it's more than 1 bill. OSRS enhanced crystal chest. You lose 140k. Oh, show that's actually way more than that, dude.
140K per key?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So it's actually 1 bill. It's 820 mil. Damn. Okay, I was spot on. 820 bill. Damn, that's I mean 820 mil to save 1,000 hours, dude. Like you can make 10 mil an hour just doing Toa. So definitely worth it. Yeah, where were we going with that? Oh yeah, using items on the clock. I think it's like they should have implemented it at the start, and they didn't because they thought it was unfair for mains, which is fair. But at this point, dude, it doesn't matter anymore. Just either implement it now or don't ever do it again.
Yeah,
And if they implement it
I don't think
now,
it
like
will.
I got really screwed because I lost a lot of hours. Like I regrinded bosses for green log that I already finished and stuff like that. But I didn't lose that much time actually. To be fair, like maybe I lost like 100 hours because I had
I
to
mean, it's not
reload.
too bad if you redoing the bosses because if you have the pet prior, it counts on the
Yeah,
log,
it's not. It's
which is weird
but
because
someone like Curtis, like MMORPG, if they ever implement that on the log, he's gonna jump like 200 slots immediately, like probably even more, because he has done so much shit before the log that like it'll be really cool.
yeah, I wonder what his log does look like.
His log is kind of low, I think. It's like 700. I can go check.
Yeah, that's pretty piss low. That's
But he grinded like some of the like insane like
all the bosses for all the items. Yeah,
MMORPG. It's RS. Oh, he doesn't
he's not
include the.
tracked.
He's not
He's not
tracked.
tracked.
Shit. Curtis, track yourself, man. Okay, well, I'm not gonna comment then. I know he's still quite high, but he should be way higher. And yeah, okay. So that's what we did in 2022 with a bunch of tangents. I got a lot of items this year, but I'm not gonna go over them because I already went over them in the bank video. But you want to talk about goals for 2023?
On burn.
Well, you're playing, so it's a good start.
Yeah. 30 mil base is gonna be the goal here in the next couple of weeks. After 30 mil base, probably push Slayer. Hit 2 bill total
So for 30 mil
and
base, you're missing fishing.
con and rune crafting.
Oh, a lot of con, a lot of rune crafting. Okay, that's oh, you went too
Yeah,
long. Shit.
it's like oh shit, yeah, we did. Oh well. Just first send the first one if it's a overcharge.
But yeah, you're
Um
kind of close actually to 30 mil base, which is kind of cool. Also, what are your
yeah.
thoughts on like going for like straight 200 mils or going for base XP instead?
Okay, so and my opinion on it has changed because I used to go straight for 200 mils versus now I kind of skill hop around and find something that I like because if you full send something, straight, it's going to take you longer because you're going to get to a point where you kind of burn out. And that's what happened with me and Hunter. Hunter took me what? Hunter took me 2 years.
Damn.
Took me about 2 years to finish 200 mil Hunter when it's only an 800-hour skill. So, but in that time frame, I also finished fire making and thieving and range. So, it just depends. Some people can full send a 200 mil straight, and if you can, by all means, that's good. But I think long term, it's more efficient to skill hop because there's gonna come a time where you're in the middle of the skill, like let's say 150 mil XP is like that wall where you burn out, or 170, and it's just like you start playing less efficient. And that's what I noticed with my hunters over time. I would be like, I can get like 270K hours, and then all of a sudden I'm getting 220K hours because I'm just like nonchalantly doing it, and it just takes me a lot longer.
Yeah, and there's also the other thing too, where once you get a 200 mil, all the XP you gain in that skill passively, it's lost. Like you went for aerial fishing green log, post 200 mil hunter, so you lost out on like 4 mil hunter XP there,
Yeah.
which is like not a big deal, I guess, but it still sucks. Like all your birdhouse runs don't get hunter XP, and And at the
Yeah.
same time, if there's like a new hunter method that comes out that's better than black chins, well, you just devalued like hundreds of hours. So it's always
I
going to be
mean,
macro efficient to wait and do base XP. But it
yeah,
depends.
but
Like, imagine you do Hunter and then there's an update that makes chins fucking garbage, and turns out Hunter got harder. Then you would gain EHP, but that would never happen. They would never make a skill harder. They would always make it easier.
yeah, the problem with that though is, you know, everything is going to get devalued over time. Like nothing is going to be the same.
Yeah, true.
Everything gets devalued over time. So that's why it's also better to just skill hop because you're not going to lose as many hours. Like I had a buddy who finished 200 mil Slayer and they did some changes to Slayer and he lost like
Oh, the Ashes update.
I think yeah, he lost like a couple hundred hours
Damn.
from a simple change and it's like
You know what's
so
crazy though? Like the same mindset can be applied to collection logging.
yeah.
Like imagine if I send 10,000 Arma with a T-bow instead of waiting for a Tunic and Shadow to send Arma. Or if I send 2k CM Cape without Missouri and Shadow. Or if I sent Nex without Fang and Missouri. Like
I mean yeah, but I feel like those are a little bit like very minuscule.
yeah, but
It's
still
not
like
like a
a
huge.
significant change. Like for like CM Cape, like you save so much time with the max gear.
I think ideally a big change would be like doing what's it called? Like clues or something and then like some type of update. Like for example, the okay, imagine doing a shit ton of clues and then now you can get them 0 time with Sep.
Oh yeah. Or and you green lock set before you got elite clues.
Yeah, or you greenlog the elite clues or something, you know, before
Oh
you did
yeah.
Sep.
I mean, if you greenlog the elite clues now, dude, you're just a beast. Honestly.
Yeah. The easy clues though were quite fun. Honestly, I stacked up like 300, 400 of those caskets.
They are really chill.
That was a lot of. It's a dopamine rush, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially like and you get masters too out of them, which is nice.
I got one
Only one?
because I kept it in my bank.
Dude, no, you can't do that, man. That's not a collection log mindset.
Dude, I hate master clues. I don't know why. I hate elites. What my elite log? Let's look at my elite. I've done 34 elites on my loot tracker, and I've had 2 uniques.
Yeah, they're bad, but you do them for the kill count. Like, look at my elite clue rank.
Ugh.
Like, I'm rank 45 for elites, and I've only done under 600. Dude, we're not doing good, dude, on these GOTRs. This is
I
not a good
wasn't gonna say
example.
anything. I wasn't gonna say anything.
People are gonna watch us thinking we're doing like a Guardians of the Rift guide, but we're just like playing like fucking melons.
Just stay in the portal.
Oh, the game finished. All right, I'll stay.
I think we can actually mine like 60 less if we hit this portal. Like instead of hitting 120, we can do 60.
Yeah, if assuming we don't make any mistakes. Yeah, so we can go really fast.
Yeah.
But
Do I have masters on here? No.
yeah, man, also, dude, we keep doing tangents. Holy shit!
Nothing wrong with that.
What's your plans on the combat achievements?
I'm just gonna do masters. I don't think GMs are ideal for me. I mean, they're obtainable, maybe, but I really just don't care. I would like to get a Zuck helm maybe one day, but ideally masters is really all I need because I don't have T-bow, I don't have Scythe, I don't have Shadow, I don't have Torva. I mean, I don't have a lot of like the best. Like I just got a Bofa, what in October?
Yeah, because you're gonna
Fucking
want to get all those items, dude. Like to make
yeah,
it like
2 bill, two
realistic.
bill XP Iron Man second page. Just got a Bofa. Like I hated Gauntlet though, but and I spooned it and I got a second seed out of it too. But I mean, they're obtainable with Bofa, but I don't know. It's just without a scythe, without Tebow, it kind of makes it more of a pain in the ass. If I had, all the best in slot gear, Tebow, Shadow, Scythe, yeah, then I would go for GM. Or maybe even if I had one of those. If I had Scythe and Shadow, I'd probably go for it. But I don't. Shadow I might get. Scythe I probably won't go back to Tob. And
Oh.
Tebow just depends if I get lucky with my mega scales, and because that's where my GP will go. I'll spend GP on mega scales.
Hope for it. What do you want from the mega scales? And actually, can you explain what the mega scales are too?
So there's two different routes. There's the mega scales that it's like a 0 plus 30, or no,
1 plus 30.
1 plus 30, and I think it's like 450 mil per raid, and they take about 5 hours. So you can have the guy start when you're going to bed, and then whenever he finishes, he'll relog on an alt, and that alt will stay logged in to save that raid for 6 hours. You log in, and they get Olm down to like 50 HP, and there's like 400k points in the raid or something. So it's like a 65% chance of a purple, and it goes to your name like 99% of the time. So it's quite nice in that aspect. And then they also have the other ones, which are more efficient GP wise to unique wise, where it's 40 mil a raid and it's a 3 plus 12. So it's like, and you go along with the raid with them. So, and it takes about an hour. So it's a 3 plus 12, and I think the chance of a purple is like 1 in 7 or something. But the shitty part is it's like a 33% chance of it being in your name.
Yeah,
So
so it's
it's
much slower, like, but you're
it's
paying a lot
slower.
less.
Yeah, it's slower, but you're getting a little bit more out of your money.
Would you do the mega scale like for the 450 mil each, or would you do the 3 plus 12?
Um, it depends. If you don't have a lot of money, or if I don't have a lot of money, I'll do 3 plus 12. But if I get to a point where, let's say I sell the RSN and I have a bunch of alt GP from Toa or something, then I'll send the mega scales that are 0 time.
Yeah, that would be sick. Yeah, zero time is kind of awesome. You start it at night and you wake up in the morning for a free like 60% chance of a purple.
Yeah. If let's say if you had like 10 bill to throw, I mean that's
Because
like 20 raids.
I was actually thinking about doing that for 10 bill would be like 22 raids. I was actually thinking of doing that for post like if I get the 2k CM cape and I'm still missing the pet, I might just do that.
Yeah, it's good pet rolls because it's, let's say if you do 22 raids
Get like 10
and it's
purples,
65% chance of a purple, so you get,
a little bit more.
14 purples.
Yeah.
And 14 purples is quite a lot, I feel like, at
Yeah, it's like
raids.
a 30% chance to get a pet on that. And I
That
should
is
get
true.
around that money too if I don't spend it on dumb shit.
Well, let's say half of those 14 purples are scrolls, so the other 7 are unique items essentially. So it's not the worst. And I mean, if you pull the T-bow or ancestral pieces, it kind of makes up for it. So
Yeah, and you get the money back a little bit. I don't know, I find GP like so interesting on the Iron Man's perspective. Like when I got a big drop from Toa, and I was so happy that I just gave an extra 500 mil to my team.
yeah.
And like I didn't really care. Like I was like kind of happy about the unique, because for me like a unique is worth way more than what the value
Well,
is.
wasn't that on? I mean, well, I think you just spoiled your video, but
I didn't say what the item was,
oh,
and so far my
okay.
videos I'm missing 3 uniques from Toa. So
Yeah, that was a nice unique to get.
and like so where was I going with this? So I gave them 500 mil extra, and they were like kind of like really like 500 mil, and they were all freaking out. And I was just like, yeah, whatever, I don't fucking care. So I gave them 500 mil extra, and they're all like super like thankful. Thank you, dude. That's so kind. Like you're so generous. And then I told you that, and then you're like, bro, what the fuck? You could have done one mega scale. I was like,
Yeah,
true. Whoops. Worth. But no regrets, dude. We spend our money, and
oh, for
every
sure.
time there's like bangles and shit, I have to buy bonds for the CC. So I don't think I'll have that much money left over, honestly. Unless I like full send like 2 kcm in Toa in like one sitting, but shit was rough. But fun fact, my record is 22 Toas in a day.
That's gross. Ugh. And
And
410s, not
yeah, all
like
410s.
300s or like 250s. They're all 410s.
All 410s, and I think my month record is like 300 in a month. All I
That's
was
just
doing was Toa for a month straight.
that sounds torturous, man. I like just me thinking about trying to do the grind for a Fang or the Chaps. Just like, ugh.
Yeah, but I needed that, dude. I knew that like the staff was gonna brick wall me from some of my goals, and the staff is just so huge for like PVMing and like 2 kcm cave and all that. So Arma deal, dude. I can do Arma now with a staff. I just said I can do Arma now.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you're already giving it away, bud.
It's okay, dude. If they listen to this, they're chads. They deserve like the heads up
Yeah.
in like
Did you
three
dump?
2 months or something. All right, we go on to the next topic, dude.
Yeah.
New skill. So the poll passed for the new skill, and I gotta give a shout out to Mada Iza. Honestly, he did like a really good video where he explained like how the new skill is gonna be deployed, and how there's like multiple stages, and if it fails a certain stage, they roll back to the stage before and keep working on it. I was honest. Initially, I was gonna vote no to the new skill, but then when I watched that video from Mada Iza, I was like, okay, you know what? I'll give it a chance. So I voted yes. We can go to what you voted later. But I voted yes to the new skill, but I'm going to be very picky on... Oh, we could have won. We could have finished the game here. I'm dumb. Whoops. I voted yes on the new skill, but I'm going to be very picky on what skill they implement, and I might end up voting no on like some of the suggestions and so on. But what did you vote, Crayons, on the new skill?
I voted no. And I mean, my opinion kind of changed. Like, sure, new skill, cool, but it has to be good. None of this bullshit fucking there. It's just like I saw a tweet from Foe where he's like, Pog new skill, whatever, blah blah blah. Like, hopefully it's either sailing, um, artisan, or something else. And I'm like in my mind, I'm just like people like that, like the content creators, they don't care about the game. They it's their job. They don't actually play for fun anymore, I feel like. So
Well, it's not
and
all of them. Some do.
some it's
Like
just
I watch Bodhi's videos and you can tell he's actually enjoying the game for once. Like
that is true. Yeah. But it's like, okay, you like the new skill, but you don't have any, input or like ideas for a new skill. You just go with the norm of what Reddit has said in the past of like artisan and sailing. And it's like, those are all dog shit.
well,
Like those,
the problem with those skills is they can be good, but like they have to have a certain depth that is very difficult to attain in creating a new
mhm.
skill. Like what one thing I liked about the skills in RS3 was summoning, and the only reason why I liked it was because of the charms, because you had to collect charms, and I thought that was really cool. Like you
I
collect the
like that
charms, and then
aspect.
you used up your charms for the XP. But I know that a lot of the high level community is going to be pissed off if they do something like summoning, because if you finish like 200 mil hunter or 200 mil slayer, you're fucked. You have to do like
Yeah.
post 200 mil XP. But that's such a minority of the community, which like whatever, fuck them. However, the other problem with summoning was the rewards were fucking insane. So if they
Yeah.
could take the concept of charms and apply it in a different way for a different reward, I think it would be really cool.
I don't know. There's the new skill I'm not too opposed to now, but it has to be good. It can't be something. And I mean, honestly, I would almost rather take something scrapped from RS3, to be completely honest,
Like copy paste from
versus
RS3.
versus something completely different because it's Jagex. They're gonna fuck up. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to like look back at this and then do another ramble in the future of the skill that they've pulled, that they've came up with.
I think they're gonna
You
pull
know,
sailing 100% because of Bodhi's video. They're gonna pull sailing.
I mean, probably sailing has potential to be good, but it would be like sailing. I feel like is what dungeoneering should have been, maybe.
Yeah, dungeoneering was technically like you're exploring, but just in like a
Sailing
room.
could be good if they have it where like you go out on a ship and you sail to a different island and you either collect resources and fight a boss or you do something on said island. It's I don't know, dungeoneering is or sailing is just it doesn't sound good long term for unless like let's say that's how you train the skill and then at certain unlocks like with dungeoneering you have special dungeons that you can go to, for different things. That might be neat as like an unlock. At certain levels, like level 80, you get a random unlock to frost dragons. I don't fucking know, but kind of like what dungeoneering had. The artisan is kind of dumb because you're training other skills. It's like farming contracts. Warding was just dumb in general. It's just I just hope they come up with something good that everyone likes, including myself, obviously. But the chances of that happening, I feel like, are very slim because they're going to listen to Reddit, and the IQ of the average Reddit user is pretty low.
Dude, Reddit
I
is
think
content, man. I fucking love reading Reddit posts sometimes.
my dog has a higher IQ than half of the Reddit users. I feel like
Reddit, dude.
I don't know, I just hope the new skill is good.
I don't know. I think it'll take a long time before it's actually released. Like probably 2024. It's my
Oh,
guess.
I mean, yeah, they said it won't. They said it's going to take like probably it's going to be at least 2 years.
Which is cool. That means like there's a lot of time
Which
for the
is
game
why
to
I'm like
shift.
kind of like fine with it because I'm like, okay, 2 years, like, all right, maybe it's exciting to think of a new skill, but it has to be good. And I don't just say that from my own personal opinion. It's just in general, like it has to be good.
Yeah, because the problem with a new
Ideally,
skill is like, because in theory anything could be a skill. Like look at Temporos. You could make Temporos a skill. Just
that'd be
change like the
awful.
fucking boss, like the UI to make it look like a different boss, and change it to fish to like ammo or something, and call it like military or whatever. You can do anything you want with a skill. However, the problem with that is when you add a new skill, it's locked in the game, and you're forced to do it if you want like the 99 cape, the max cape, diaries, and so on. So you're forcing people into doing content. So if the skill sucks, like imagine if MTA was a skill. Like fuck, what the fuck? That would be so stupid. That minigame is so boring. So they have to be very careful about what skill they implement and how the method is. Because if it's not fun, people are going to be really upset. Like look at agility. There's no way agility would be a skill today.
It's not that bad.
Click rooftop, click rooftop, click roof. That's what it is. I mean, Sepulcher kind of helped it, honestly, but like ignoring Sepulcher,
No, but
agility is a shit
I
skill.
agree. I agree.
Oh, I forgot about this portal. So like they have to be very careful about what skill they implement, what the methods are, what the XP rates are, and I'm willing to bet the XP rates are going to be really really good for the new skill. It'll be like
I hope
150k an hour.
I hope it's a gatherer, so that way
Irons
you
are not
can't just.
fucked.
Well, no, because if it's a gatherer, then you actually have to train the skill versus being a
Buying it.
main. You can buy it, and an iron has to train it. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't want to sound like iron favoritism, but I hope it's a gatherer where it's an equal playing field for all accounts to race for top page versus up who has the most amount of GP. You know, whoever has the most amount of GP is going to top 10.
It'll be cool to see the high scores too and all that. And I also read like those a poll in Olympus about like would you prefer like what would you prefer happen to the Maxscape in that example? And they talked about how would you like to have a grace period of like 1 month where you can still use the Maxscape, or should you
I think
lose
they
it?
should they should just get rid of the grace period. Just have like no grace period.
Yeah, that's what they voted to, and I voted that too. I think it would be cool to see no Maxscapes in the game for like a couple weeks or
Hmm.
however long it takes.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
And I'm
I
sure
just
like people are gonna get 99 so fast. Like people play so much nowadays. Like Someone's gonna play like 140-hour weeks and get the max
Oh,
game.
for sure. I mean, I'll probably take a week off just to, I don't know, see how it is.
So yeah, it'll
I,
be
I just hope
interesting.
it's a gatherer, and I hope it's something that is good, like for the economy. So like it's an item sink. We have a
Yeah.
lot of fucking items in the game
What if
that
they had something like sailing, a concept of sailing where you sail to an island and then you have to like build shit, and then you have to have a little bit of planks and you build like a couple, like you build a house, and then you have bars, you build like armor for the people there and so on, and you get a bit of XP and other skills while doing so. That would be really cool.
it'd be cool if you could have something like that where you take like noted items with you, or like you have your bank there, and like for example, it's like a survival type thing, like Call of Duty Zombies, where all right, you build a, you use construction to build a house of some sort, and you fight off certain NPCs
Oh yeah, that's one
that
more thing. It
spawn,
has to have combat related, dude.
and like certain after certain waves, they just get harder and harder, and you get XP based on how many waves you've done.
Damn, that could be a mini game though. You see, like any skill could
That would
become a
be
mini
see,
game.
that's
Like
the thing.
that's
Yeah,
the problem.
dungeoneering should have been a mini game.
Yeah, it's like if corrupted gauntlet was a skill. Like what?
Yeah, I hate Gauntlet.
Yeah, there's just like it's a slippery slope, and I trust Jagex are gonna do a good job
I
with
don't
the
trust them.
idea. So we'll see. I don't know. They've
I
been
don't
doing
trust.
pretty well recently, so I'll give
I
them
don't
credit.
trust the community. That's what I don't trust because they're gonna listen to Reddit users, and Reddit users make up like 80% of the game.
Yeah, but Reddit users is where the money's at. Because remember, like me and you, we don't actually
Yeah.
buy a membership anymore.
Well, yeah, and we're like elitists in a way of like end game max, post 99, like total XP, like clogging, like all that stuff. We're like end game elitists. We're the 1% of the game essentially, and so I get it, but I don't know. I just hope it's not just utter dog shit.
All right, let's move on to the next topic, which is really cringe topic. So brace yourself. But
I don't even remember the list.
in the uh, in the Gear Discord, they recently did an
Oh,
advertisement for GIMP shop, Group Iron Man shop, and they at everyone. So they probably got paid a lot of money to do that, by the way. And so what this
can
is
you
essentially
can
is
you pull it up?
I can
Can you
pull
pull
it
it up
up.
on your screen so that way the people can see what it is?
Actually, yeah, I'll just switch my screens to the other monitor. 1 second. So essentially, what it is so the group irons, they can de-group iron into an unofficial GIMP, which gives them the green helm. And by doing so, they can hop between teams and between different groups. So if, for example, I'm in a group with like you, Crayons, and then Heffy wants to join us, well, he can join our team. And there's a 1 week grace period where he has to swap his account to our team. Now that's cool and all because that favors like the casual Billy Bobs to be able to switch teams with their friends and whatever, do whatever they want. However, that creates a loophole in the system where what you can do is you can imagine if you, Crowns, you want a T-bow and I have a T-bow. I can go to your group, give you a T-bow, leave your group. And then in exchange, you would pay me 3 bill on your main. And that's essentially what this is. What it is that you basically join one of their groups and they sell you items for money. Now they have an actual like really sick sheet, by the way, like really well made, and they have all the stuff they have on the account and what you can buy, how much it costs for items, and that's it.
Even supplies. I mean, they have supplies on them too. They have
Everything's
everything. It's
here.
basically. I
So
mean, it's
if you look here, like I'm gonna give examples. So for example, you want a Zenite, you want an Amulet of Torture, 90 mil. You want a Toxic Blowpipe, 55 mil. Now let's go to higher end items. You want a T-bow from Chambers, 2.3 bill. You want a Scythe from Tom, 900 mil. So really, even they even sell barrels pieces. They even sell fucking crossbow 400 mil, which is insane because that item is like so valuable, dude.
I have like three of those.
It's actually insane how these prices are. Actually, it's pretty interesting too. But what's cool You see, they even have supplies for Herblore, like 10k for fucking 35k for torsos and so on.
I mean, it's for one, if you're a green helm, you're a Reddit user.
Well, okay, it's not generalize it at that level, but what it is that like essentially, if imagine if you're an iron, imagine if me, for example, if I want to quit the game and I'm just like I'm done playing this game, I'm like CBA. So whoa, dude, we almost wiped this game.
Yeah,
We're not playing well, bro. Holy shit.
no.
Maybe we don't do a GOTR on Rambles.
Next time, yeah.
But imagine if I'm like an iron and I want to quit the game and I'm done playing.
Or just de-iron essentially. Like
Yeah,
if
if
you
I'm a
just want
D
to de-iron.
imagine if I don't like my iron, I want to play a main, and I want to play a main so I can have D darts and do like solo top.
Speed runs.
So what I do instead
Personally.
of de-ironing is I de-iron to a green helm. I sell all my shit to this GIMP shop.
For 2 or 3 times the price of what your bank value is.
Exactly, and then with that money, I buy 3 times the gear. So that's like a way to inflate your. Oh shit! I didn't go into this portal.
You didn't go into the first one either.
I didn't.
No.
Oh my god! I'm leashing, dude. I'm opening. It's because I can't show this on the screen at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
But
This is
you
not
see
a
like
good.
yeah, it's just like it's so weird. Like they have 5 accounts too with different gear set up. A lot of supplies. Like it basically looks like an iron, like a high level iron that just quit the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you ever want to de-iron, by all means, it's good in that aspect. Like if you don't want to play any on an iron anymore, and you want to de-iron your account, well, you can do so, and then basically, like let's say if you have a 5 bill bank, you probably double it if not triple it, and play a main. Um, However, though, too, with that, I don't think you can de-iron anymore if you have your account on permanent.
Yeah,
Like
they
Jagex,
removed the option. Apparently, that's what Jukebox was saying.
well, they removed the option through like support and like Twitter and stuff. But if you never check that like permanent option, you can still do it because my alt right now I'm de-ironing and I never checked the whatever box for uh like never like permanently keep my account as an Iron Man. I never checked that box.
So you're still able to de-iron.
I'm still able to de-iron. But if you did check that box, then you can't anymore, which I guess is understandable in a way. But Jagex, I guess, got tired of people requesting to de-iron their account,
Yeah,
like
apparently
they do.
they
Like
were
it's like they
Jukebox
do a
was
whole lot,
saying.
anyways.
Well, Jukebox was saying that a lot of GIMPs were complaining about de-ironing, and then Jagex just didn't have the resources to support that,
Oh,
which sucks because they don't have a lot of resources in general. So it's like,
good old Green Helm's ruining it for everybody.
yeah, about GIMP, dude. I'm gonna say this, and if I get flamed in the comments, it is what it is. I don't think Group Iron Man should have been a thing in this game.
I don't think it should have been either.
I think what they should have done instead is they should have done a 2 month leagues where you can play GIMP for 2 months, four or five people, whatever you want to do. And after 2 months, either the game is completely lost or you get transferred as a main to the main game. One of those two options. That would have been
I mean,
perfectly fine.
what they could have done too is, I mean, but it goes to say so. Group Iron Man, all it is what it should have been in the begin with, where irons can PVM with other irons and like compete for drops in a way, like kind of like normies. But then it defeats the whole point of iron and playing solo and all that jazz, blah blah blah. And then people will boost and like boost themselves for stuff like they did back in the day with
Yeah, 1+1 nightmare and so on.
not only that, but I mean like people would I remember when I first played my iron, people would ask people to come to Sarah with them or something, and they would basically kill all the minions and then half kill Sarah while the other account finishes off Sarah or something. So the drop would always go to the one account,
And you
and I
get
get
crazy
that
kills
because
per hour.
yeah, and I get that because you could like boost it essentially, but I mean ideally it would be nice to be able to PvM. The only reason I say that is so I have friends that don't play irons that are mains, and it would be kind of dope to like hit up bandos with them occasionally, you know? Which I can, but I'm never gonna get any drop. It would be kind of cool if I were to be able to get a drop. But oh wow, Curie's.
Yeah, he has more slots than me, dude. 12, 11. Fucking Chad.
It would be fun to PvM with friends instead of PvM solo, which I guess I can, but I just get no drops. And then if I were to get drops, then it could be boosted. So that's the shitty dilemma is there's people in the game that ruin it for others.
Yeah, the boosting aspect kind of makes it annoying. But everyone's
Yeah.
always gonna boost. Like if you save like 4 times the
Well,
amount of
yeah.
time, people are gonna boost. Like look at the Soul Wars. Shit mini game. If you do it legitimately compared to boosting it with an alt, it's like 4 times faster to boost it.
Just look at Corp.
Oh yeah,
I
it was
mean,
like
Corp
3 times,
boosting
four
was
times faster, and it was easy
that was
reclined.
that was nice. I should have done a lot more of that, but GIM is I don't I don't think it should have been added to the game. Do I have a problem with it? No. Like it's not
Yeah, it's in the
it's
game now, so it's
whatever.
too late. And
Green Helm is just dumb though, because you're just basically playing a main saying you're an iron. It's a Green Helm is just dumb because you're unranked on the high scores, so you're playing Iron Man, but you can like buy items or whatever if you want it, or
and
it's
didn't
literally
Green
like
Helm
it's
come out of
literally
nowhere, dude? Did they pull that or something?
I don't know. It's you're literally playing a main
Well, it
with
is basically a
limitations.
main. If you think about it, like a main is
It is
essentially
a
group iron with the entire game. Like,
it is a main.
because every
Wow.
potion you drink as a main, someone made it. Some other main made it for you. You're playing a GIMP. You just have
The way
like
I look at it,
2 million people.
you know the fake Iron Man icon plugin?
Yeah.
Be a main account, put the fake Iron Man plugin on that you're an iron, boom, there you go. You got Green Helm. It's literally what it is.
We're being so like elitist, dude. It's so funny.
It, I don't know. I just think certain things could have like I feel I look at it as wasted dev time that could have been used for something else
Yeah, some other boss or some other
or
mini
like
game
account
or.
security blog. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that could be useful.
Uh,
How many
I'm
times
just
you've mentioned that, dude?
throwing it out there on the whim. Like I don't know that might be a good idea.
Well, they
Oh,
said
and
in
I got some.
the Winter Summit that they have a plan to make security slightly better. So we'll see what that
Well,
is.
they also said something like that. What in 2019?
2017, 20. Yeah, every year they say it basically.
Not every year because it's been
Oh,
they
it's
haven't
been
brought
2
it up
years.
since the last one. Yeah.
Oh man, it's too funny. I really hope they do something about account security and yeah, hopefully they do.
I mean, it's pretty bad. The portal's gonna break.
I'm gonna run to repair it. I don't know if I'll make it in time. Oh, they hit zeros. No, it died same
I
tick.
saw that, and you're missing yellow portal.
No, I got it.
Maybe
I
we
got
just
it.
go send mass worlds.
Yeah, we're too cooked for this. Did you leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna wipe. Fuck. I think I deposited my runes by like instinct.
Yeah.
All right, TY for GLTR. We gotta
What
finish
were
the
you
round
saying? Oh,
here.
I need to watch that video that you said about Aiza because maybe it'll change my opinion on the guy.
Yeah, he did a really good. Like he explained how like the he gave like a roadmap of how they're gonna approach the new skill, and
I'm I'll just keep it short and simple, but I'm not a fan of the guy. Just for personal reasons. I just don't
that's fair. I
I'm
just
not an Aiza fan.
I think he's transparent and he did a good job on that video. So, and
Yeah,
if
so
that if he
hopefully
assuming they followed that video what he explained, then I'm happy because he
yeah.
showed like 6 phases and he says like the first phase is we poll. If yes, we continue. If no, we stop. And then if yes, we propose ideas. No, we get feedback from the community, and depending on those feedback, we poll those ideas. Whatever votes yes, we work on those ideas, poll rewards, and then if they ever fail a poll, then they circle backwards and find a different idea. So But
See, that's what I don't
it seems
like.
like a really really
That's what
long
I don't like.
dev
If they
time.
fail the poll, they circle back to see what they can make better. Okay, so now you're basically saying
They're gonna keep doing it until it works,
they're
basically.
gonna keep polling it until it passes.
But like we can always just keep voting no. But the problem with that is that like a couple mods, which I think right now it's Alina and Husky that are working on the new skill, like their time is gonna be like wasted if it votes no, which kind of sucks because like Husky's a good dev. He can make like really good mini games and so on with his time. But
I
I
just like
guess
the idea that they finally changed their product. Would it be like a project management or product management like type field where they're not going to work on a piece of content, develop the piece of content,
and
and
then
then
pull
pull
it.
it?
Yeah, they're gonna do the
That's
opposite.
because then if it doesn't pass, then that's so much wasted dev time for fucking nothing. Now they're
Yeah,
gonna
and we
pull
also
some.
don't
They're gonna
know.
take an idea,
We also
take
don't
the
know
idea,
if like they
pull it.
were faking polls because it failed and they didn't want to waste their dev time and they just made
I
it pass.
mean,
Like
yeah, that's
we don't know
that's
like
politics.
yeah,
The
we
way
don't
I
know
look at
behind
it,
the scenes what they're doing.
you can't trust the government,
Like I
and
honestly really think the GIMP poll failed in my opinion. But maybe that's just because the people I hang around with are all against it.
no, I feel like the Gimp poll actually did pass because of
Alright.
the Reddit users. Yeah,
Because everyone I spoke to, they all voted no, except like a few people.
like the idea kind of sounded great,
Well, it
but
sounded
it
great in 2017.
I don't know. The G I don't mind Blue Helm GIMs, I guess, too much. Like it's I get the concept of people wanting to play Iron, but play Iron with their friends. So I get that. And I don't think like did we need did we need the update for the game? No. Do I hate it? Not really. Um
Yeah, I'm
GIM
okay with
does
it now too. We even accept games in the CC, so
yeah. GIM, I mean thinking about it. For example, imagine you, myself, and a few other people played our normal irons on the side, but it was you, me, Heffy, Trexie, and like one other person in a group iron. That could potentially be fun.
yeah, but we need to like set clear goals and then have like an end goal inside that when we get that goal, quit it. Because
I mean,
imagine if like Trexie's like, this is fun, fuck my iron, I'm gonna play the Gimp, and then me and you were like, nah, I'm going back to the iron, I want to clog, and you want to get
well, yeah.
XP, then it
I'm just saying
sucks.
though, in theory, like let's
And
say
that's how Greenhelm it was came a
that's
thing
how
because
Greenhelm
that's
kind
literally
of
what
yeah
happened. People were solo in their groups. Like, what the fuck do I do now?
should have made an iron.
Well, that's what the Mini Lepe did. He played a Gimp with his friend. His friend quit. He was alone in his Gimp. And then he's like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna make an iron. And he quit his Gimp, made an iron. But his Gimp was like really progressed really far.
I mean, you have people like Sagara who plays with his wife, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think his wife plays anymore. What's my Slayer
Um,
task? I think it's Demonics.
I mean, I could get playing like I mean personally me, I could see myself playing a dolo group iron like where I play like the like a main account and then I use the secondary account because I always play alts on top of my main account. I'm always playing an alt.
It would be cool if
So
you like
what's
feed your alt like
yeah,
lost slots and shit.
well yeah, you just feed your account shit. I mean, so I could see myself doing that ideally. I'm basically still playing Iron Man, but I'm playing Iron Man with two accounts by myself.
All right, let's go to the question spree because I'm getting hungry for breakfast now.
Ah, true.
Um, okay, so Effie Pappy is like a YouTuber that makes like some skilling videos which are really funny. Like he does like efficient shit in theory, but like really just annoying to do. Like for example, he was barraging Abbey demons, but he was on Lunar spellbook and he was spellbook swapping every 5 ticks to cast an ice barrage. And he was also spellbook swapping on Arceus to do the Sinister Offering for prayer XP. And you're watching him do the method and you see like he's like clicking intensively. It's like my Vorcaf spellbook swap video. Like it's good in theory, but no one's gonna ever want to do that because it's just painfully like unfun. And if you like, it's so click intensive that you lose ticks and it's less efficient. But do you think like Do you think those methods could ever become like EHP one day, like in like the future where everyone just assumes max rates and that becomes the meta?
I hope not. But I could see it potentially. I've been told it won't be because the person that was making the iron rates before on Temple was Higer. Um, so I don't think it will be. I mean, I it's a 50-50. I could see it being some sort of EHP rate. Um, but I don't think it will be added, and I hope it's not. And I know Faye Poppy, and I talk to him every now and then in a Discord. Cool guy. I don't mind him. But I think he's trying to make a name for himself in a way, like just have his name on something saying that he made something in the game, like this is meta and it was found by Poppy. Like there was a video he just came out with earlier where he's doing Blue Dragon task on Slayer and bringing mixes with Sturgeon and 2 dose potions and making mixes.
So there's like
Um,
zero time making mixes essentially.
yeah. So let's say it's 10k herblore an hour free while doing a Blue Dragon task for Slayer. Okay, well that's going to change the that's going to change the XP rate for um
Well, it'll either inflate Slayer or inflate Herblore, depending on how
it'll
they
inflate
value it.
Slayer.
Because it's essentially the same thing. Like as long you can assume zero times Slayer XP with Herblore, or you can assume zero time Herb XP with Slayer, which is probably going to
It'll
be zero time
probably
Herb.
add like 6k Slayer per hour or whatever
Yeah, but
on
like,
top of what it is.
bruh, like that's just like
It's like a 10%, 6% increase, whatever. I mean, I don't know. It's like the whole Wukek method where you bank fish from barb fishing to use on potions. So barb lore became a method. And he even said I mean don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure he said that he regrets making that a meta because
it's rough.
it's painful.
But some people are doing it to 200 mil fishing, which
I
is
mean, yeah,
wild.
it banks 200 mil fishing banks you like 35 mil herb. It's absurd. It's cracked. That's all I have on that.
All right. I hope he makes more videos like that. It's funny to watch. Maybe I'll make some too for like collection logging.
The spellbook swap one was kind of interesting.
All right. So next question here: the future of clogging. So where do you see clogging in the future? I think I've asked this question before to other people.
I hope they come out with like a official high scores for it.
Yeah, I think that they might in the future. They said it was too hard to do.
It would just well, I mean, uh, all you're doing is adding one section, so it's not going to be like when they added the boss high scores where it just bugged the high scores for months.
Yeah, you just add like a section on the near like on the bottom of
Yeah, for
bosses.
just for clogging. Now they would probably now you would have to add total clog. You can't do like individual
Unique,
collections
yeah.
because that would just crash the high scores like like what's it called did. They should just have like a total number of collections logged, which would be neat to see. I mean, and I feel like they can easily do that because they have it for like clues, like who's done
Yeah,
the most
they should
clues.
be
They
able
could
to
just
do it.
easily just add a high scores for who has the most collection logs. Now it won't show you what they have logged, but it would be interesting to see. And I don't think that's too hard to code. Actually, it's not at all. But I don't know. It would just be nice to see an official high scores for clogs.
Yeah, we have an unofficial high scores right now, but you don't know if it's your actual rank because there could be other people that are just not on the not using
Like
the website.
MMORPG, he's not tracked, and he's definitely
Exactly.
up there.
He's yeah.
Or well, he's not up there, but
Well, he's
he
not top
would be.
page, but he's still like up there, and he's probably like top 100. So that inflates other people that are less than him.
Yep. I was also thinking if he had all of his actual items on the log, but he doesn't.
Yeah, which we talked about that using items on the log.
Hmm.
I also see like a lot of clue score changes in the future to buff clue score rates. Like I think we're gonna have storable clues in the near future. I think
That
we're
would be
gonna
nice.
have better ways to get medium clues in the future.
If we had storable clue or stackable clues, then I would probably do them. I hate stopping what I'm doing sometimes to do one clue.
Well, say they had
And
an idea where you can stack up to 3 of each kind, and it's like a reward from finishing the clue milestones. Which I
three,
think I
yeah,
think that would be really
yeah.
fun.
I mean, something's better than nothing, I guess. Three is pretty good, but ideally, if it was like RS3, where you could just stack like 100 elite clues, and then you just do them all, would be fun.
No, I think that's way too much. Because then it makes clues too easy. You just stack them, and then at one point you just grind clues. Because the point of a
Yeah,
clue scroll is to like break up your content. And like I do agree that like one clue is kind of annoying. Like if I'm doing Toa in my 410 teams and I get an elite clue, I don't do it. I just stay in the team. Because it's harder for me to get a top team than it is to do a elite clue
yeah, but then you have people like me who will get a clue during SEP,
and
drop it,
drop
and
it.
then get it back to back, and just drop it again.
Dude, people are watching this just reeing, dude. But yeah, like I don't know. I think we'll get a lot of clue buffs in the future, which I'm really looking forward to.
I wouldn't mind either. I mean, I, w- I would like to do clues, but I don't, and that's why when I do them, I stack them like the caskets. Because if I were to open up like 5 hard clues individually throughout the day and see that the loot's dog shit, it would demotivate me to want to do them. Whereas now I just kind of stack them and I'll open them up at like 100, and it's just kind of like a dopamine rush as well.
Yeah, I took your advice too, and I do the same thing now. By the way, I stack my caskets. Like right now, I'm working on Zuckhelm, and I'm stacking all my caskets, working towards the Zuckhelm. And then whenever I
Hmm.
get the Zuckhelm, I'll open all of them. It'll be really cool. But yeah, I guess cool. That's that topic done.
Am I lagging?
Your voice, or
Just in general, my game just
you're
had
fine
like
to me.
my game just dropped down to like 10 FPS for like a solid 45 seconds.
Just like focused up doing demonics, dude. I forgot how like I haven't done demonics in so long. This is kind of like a feel. It's like a vibe.
Yeah, demonics aren't too bad. They're kind of fun.
But I severely like overestimated the kills per hour. Like I'm getting like 60 kills an hour here. Thought I'd get way more.
What else do we have for topics? Or was that it?
The last one I wrote like last minute was YouTube series, like what I should be
I'll go
doing
for it.
and like ideas for future series. Like I was thinking of a series a couple days ago, and I mentioned the collection on Discord, but no one seemed to care. But it would be cool, like you know how there's a Max Cape speedrun series, and there's also a Zuckhelm speedrun series from Cold One. I think it would be cool if someone did like a 1,000 collection log slot speedrun series.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I was like I'm pretty sure in my head I thought of an idea to pitch to you and told you, and I just couldn't remember what it was, and that was it.
Because it would be like a it'll be
Actually, I
like
think
a
someone is doing something like that, but it's not a YouTube series. It's more of like a Twitter post.
ah
PNEF, PNEF. I don't know how to say his name. PNEFC. He
because
was an iron who
that
basically
series
quit.
is like fucking wild. Because 1K slots would take you probably the same, like I would say longer than max.
It depends on what you did. On an iron, you can inflate it.
If it's an iron, it's even longer.
I mean, essentially, you're just doing a bunch of mini games. I feel like.
Mini games, clues, and buying collection logs.
Yeah, PNF and Pasumi were doing that on brand new accounts. So they have irons that are pretty well progressed, and they basically quit their irons and made those new irons and kind of did clog on them.
They should tell them to make a YouTube series if you know them. That's one thing too. There's so many new YouTube series for collection logging. It's insane. And there's new series that just keeps popping out like, nonstop.
I
It's
mean,
kind of cool.
collection log series sounds better than the Tile Man mode.
Oh, did you watch
Oh,
the new episode from Settled?
no.
He does one inventory space, and that's it.
You know, I think I'll just download that Tile Man plugin and then just
Pretend like your
be
account
like,
is a tile man mode, dude.
yeah, I'm rank 1 Tile Man mode.
And
And
you
then
just
everyone
mark
in the
every
comments
tile
is
in the
gonna be
game,
like,
dude.
everyone in the comments is like, you didn't start the idea, Settle did or whatever. And it's like, you're not in actual real Tile Man mode.
Well, you know what's funny?
No,
Settle did not
I had
actually.
this idea. I had this idea 3 years ago when I made my account. I just never made a YouTube video on it.
But Settled is not the one who made the idea, by the way. Some other YouTuber had made a series on tile man mode.
It's just the
It
thought
just
behind it
Settled
of where
made it like mainstream because he made a video, his first video on it, and then they got 2 million views. But he's not the pioneer for tile man mode.
it's just me trolling and saying, no, I am actually a legit Tile Man mode and I'm 100% legit. And here's the proof.
But I guess we're dragging a little too much, so do we end it here?
Yeah, it's been 2 hours.
An hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
So any final words? What do you want to tell the community?
Oh man, I wish I thought of like something like funny to say.
All I'm gonna say is Happy New Year, lads. I'm gonna upload this video tomorrow on Monday. And good luck on your 2023 goals. Hopefully you get a lot of collection lock slots. And if you watch this for, you're a Chad.
New year, new me. Nope, same me, new you. Change your lifestyle, maybe. I don't know. Go to the fucking gym.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever seen those TikToks where the dude's like he takes a sip of water, he's like, go to the fucking gym. Like and he's like, go to the fucking gym.
I saw it's like the dude
Okay.
that's like super jacked and he does like, we go gym, and he screams like crazy. Is that
Oh
that guy?
yeah, the Aussie guy with the beard or whatever.
Oh, he's Aussie?
Oh, I don't know. There's like an Aussie guy with a beard, and he's like, he'll do like 3 scoops of pre-workout, and he's just like, yeah, go to the fucking gym. And he's like rolling down the window, yelling at people, go to the fucking gym. And he's like, we're gonna get fucking ripped, Jack. And he's just like screaming and shit. It's funny.
People are funny, dude.
I don't know. I think the only thing I could say is just if you have if you want to do something in life, just fucking do it. Like, who cares what other people think, or if for example, like a good example of that is people that are out of shape going to the gym. So what? Fucking go to the gym. If you're out of shape and you feel self-conscious about yourself, just go to the fucking gym.
Dude, also one thing about
Don't
that,
worry
dude,
about what other
is
people think, because
people
at the
like
end of the day, people that see, like, if I ever see someone that's overweight in the gym or out of shape, I look at them not as like, oh, look at this fucking piece of shit fat guy whatever in the gym. I look at it as like, dude, good for you. Like,
yeah, exactly. People are
you're out here
and you'd be
putting
surprised in
yourself
the
in.
gym. People are actually really, really nice. Like when
Oh
I was
yeah.
when I was started going to the gym when I was like in high school, I remember I would like approach random guys that were like looked buff, and I would ask them questions, and they would always answer me. And I was like, oh, thanks, good advice. And I was like, do you mind like spotting me and giving me pointers? And like, sure. And they're happy to do it because they know that they were in that same position like years ago when they were
Everyone
learning.
starts somewhere. Everyone starts somewhere, and and this goes with anything in life. Like, don't be afraid to do something. Just fucking do it. If there's always going to be haters with no matter what you do in life. There's always going to be naysayers, doubters, haters, etc. Just
Dude,
fucking
just
do
became
it
like a
and just,
motivational podcast, dude.
yeah,
Let's
just
go.
do it for yourself. Essentially, that's the only thing I can really preach heavy on. And like whenever I see someone overweight in the gym, I'm like you go, man, like you do it, like because you're out here putting in the work. It's gonna be hard, obviously, but you're like they might be self conscious, about themselves, but they're at least they're there and doing it. And it's like a lot of people, they may not know it, but a lot of people when they see them, it's like motivation for themselves too. Like if I see someone overweight in the gym, it's like motivation to me because I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. You
Yeah.
know, if they're complaining but still coming to the gym, I complain, but I'm still here as well. Like it just it's like a motivation. I don't know. There was a video I saw recently where some girl was in the gym and she was in a wheelchair, but she was in the gym. And it's like some guy came up to him and was like, "Look, I respect you and you motivate me." And it kind of almost made her like tear up in a way because, like, in her eyes, she's the only one in the gym in a wheelchair. Like, in
Yeah,
her
but that's
eyes,
fucking awesome, dude. Like,
people are going to be looking at her and, judging her in her opinion. And it's like, but people are judging you in a good way. Like, it's actually like, that's like good for you. Like, that's insane.
I had like a gym teacher in college, and she asked us like it really stuck to me for a long time, probably for life. And she asked like the entire class like, why do you work out? And then like people were just like, what kind of question is that, And then like people rose their hands, and then I rose my hand. I'm like, well, it's like a meditation for me to work out, and it's like satisfaction and stay healthy. And then she's like, yeah, it's all good answers. And then she said she spoke to some lady. She was telling a story about when she was younger, and there was this lady that couldn't walk. Like she lost the ability to walk, but she still wanted to work out. So she would do like hat like upper body stuff and like you know do like very easy like workouts so she can stay in shape. And like she asked that lady like, why are you doing that? Like you can't walk. Like it's fine. You just stay in a wheelchair. And then she's like, no, some people can physically not move. I can't walk, but I can still move. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm going to take advantage of that. And I'm going to work out. And she's like, damn, man, that's a good mentality. And then she explained to us, it's like, you might not want to work out, but you should be grateful that you're capable of working out. And as a result, you should still always work out. And I was like, yeah, I love that, dude. That teacher was fucking great. I miss having good teachers in school. But yeah, it's my little in real life story. Hope you enjoyed it. Look at us, dude. We're being toxic about GIMPs, and now we're finishing super strong. It's so cute.
If you're a gimp, I want to motivate you to quit the account and start a real Iron Man. Be a man. Make a real Iron Man.
Nah, dude. Become rank 1 GIMP collection log.
No,
I wonder what
you can do
I wonder if
better
there's what
and
the
be a real
highest.
Iron Man.
I wonder what the highest collection log slot is on a GIMP. I'm really curious. Does anyone know?
I don't think
Like
anyone
probably a
cares.
GIMP must have like 1,000 slots.
Maybe, I don't know.
But yeah, I guess we ended here. So peace out, Girl Scouts. Hope you enjoyed the.
I want food.
Yeah, I want food too. I'm gonna go eat after this demonic trip. So yeah, enjoy your food, I guess. Peace out. Happy New Year. Take care.